Okay, we're back at the league thing. Yeah. This hasn't exactly been going the most amazingly lately. I think I've won like 4.5 of my last 18 league games, which is pretty bad. But we're playing Kazumaru, and I'll hope to do better than that. This isn't like to blame Kazu at all. It's mostly, I guess, a comment on, I guess just how it is that, when I have to play against players based out of Asia, it tends to not exactly be the greatest times ever for me. Let's see. Here there is, the one thing you can kind of build to is Farmland. There's, it's not donate, that's demand. Oh my god. I was trying to plan out like this bounty hunter donate line, and it's not. Shoot. Okay. Let's restart. I was going to be questioning the page because I thought we were going to be playing like a bounty hunter donate golden deck, but that's obviously not the case. That was a good thing to find out. I think I'm still opening bounty hunter. We're going to open bounty hunter page. The idea will be to like demand off the bounty hunter play will be demand like Magpie or demand Raze. Probably Magpie. As I say, there's still, despite, they're not being donated, there's still actually not that huge amount of stuff to build to here. You really don't want to be putting farmlands in the trash. Like, you plausibly actually want to pick up a rogue at some point just to discourage that. I'm not sure when that happens, but maybe it does. Other than Magpie, Library is kind of your primary source of draw, potentially Mastermind. And, yeah. That took me forever just because I thought it was donate for however long. Okay, well, this is disappointing. We'll really hope that stuff didn't miss, especially since you get to demand here. That does not actually put me in, like, a good position at all. So, I'll pick up a Raze, and then I'll really hope that we don't have really either of the things miss. Page would be bad, and Bounty Hunter would be bad. So, yeah. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable not seeing either this turn. I think you're full of options. You could actually even do another Bounty Hunter. Because you're presumably seeing a state next turn will hit 5 again with that. Actually, I think it's almost guaranteed. On the other hand, like a Razor Magpie guarantees that you find the page. Okay, let's really hope that this is Bounty Hunter. So you're going to skip playing the horse. See, this is where, like, if you had, well, I guess if you demand the Bounty Hunter, you're still kind of looking at potentially missing the page on one of the bottom 2 cards. So maybe it's not the weirdest thing ever. I think I still would have liked a Magpie, probably. More than Raze. Although considering how many estates you're potentially looking at, I don't know. It's mostly just that this hand, like, this is probably only hitting 2, and so it seems kind of questionable where things are at. I wonder why we even have page. I think it's better than opening like Raze Bounty Hunter, but I don't know that it's actually the clearest that Well, the good news is I'm hitting at least 4, so even if I don't get to demand a Magpie, I still do get a Magpie. I don't think it's actually the clearest that you, like, actually need to work with Page here. I think it's actually plausibly just mostly good as an accelerant for Hero. Oh, the surprise. I mean, you're still not hitting 5 with that, though. So I'm not... I guess it seeds your Bounty Hunter into the next turn, which is okay. Maybe. Or you just, like, desperately don't want to play Treasure Hunter next turn. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, you'd be pretty happy to take 2 silvers off it here, I think. Please be the Bounty Hunter. Hooray. I don't know what I want to exile. The answer is almost undoubtedly a state, and then we'll demand Magpie. Just, like, actually wanting to hit 5 ever again. Kind of pushes that way. Okay, I do like seeing the Treasure Hunter right now. 2 silvers. Bounty that. Definitely demand something. I mean, I said you're happy with 2 silvers, but yeah, this is definitely demanding a Magpie. There is a weird shuffle trigger. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like it was probably like a game-losing shuffle trigger. It was just still just kind of weird. This will make the Treasure Hunter take 3 silvers, which I don't think is actually the worst thing ever. It's just, I don't know, something. Let's see. I mean, I'm certainly going to be trying to get this done without another piece of the page line. 4 silvers. Amazing. As I said, I'm not actually sure that's the worst thing ever, just because the Goa here ends up being province. But, like, we can probably get it done with silver, copper, gold, maybe a farmland. We probably do need a rogue. I'm really thinking that we probably do need a rogue. I'm not sure how true that is. This is going well. Well, we're just gonna raise a copper and dead draw the Bounty Hunter. That's fine. Do I demand another Magpie? Possibly. My other option is, like, Mastermind, which I'm not sure is particularly good. Yeah. I'm not sure we actually really want this. Well, I think we probably do want to play with Rogue. I'm just not sure how to really, or when to put it in, how to really use it. I'm going to demand another Magpie for now. Because this Rogue Farmland thing, that's a remodel. You can, like, raise the farmland and rogue it back. That's maybe a little bit too fancy, but I feel like it is really worth doing. I don't have a great feel for where we go from here, though. I mean, it also seems possible that we just get into a situation where it looks like we're going to province every turn, and that's just way too much stuff to be doing. Maybe. But continue to thin. See what happens. I'd really like to exile that estate rather than trash it. Well, we'll totally trash it if the turn continuing comes down to it, but... I guess I can also, like, farmland silver to rogue, like, right away. That's a possibility. Depending on the numbers I end up hitting. Yeah, like right here, I think that's what's happening. Raze copper, do that. Farmland silver to rogue. Maybe it's a little over fancy. We'll find out. I may also regret it just not having magpies. That may also end up being a thing that happened as a result of this move. Potentially. Maybe overplaying my draw a little bit here. You didn't want to raise anything in hand. I mean, I would have totally raised a silver. Yeah, they'll have plenty of treasure. Okay, this is just going to be a province. Well, I can exile the silver to get a province. I'm really unthrilled with not having the magpies, but I feel like I do need to probably keep up. Yeah, really unthrilled with not having or getting more magpies. Just because, like, I'm thinking you're so treasure heavy right now that it seems difficult for you to miss. I mean, the other thing I can do is I can just still exile a state and demand another magpie. Just thinking that I probably have a little bit more reach because of the farmland stuff. Possibility. Yeah, let's do it. I am really concerned that you are just going to be hitting 8 every turn, though. Okay. Good to get that. Let's see, we're just gonna raise out a copper. I don't actually really want to rogue back the silver, but potentially we do. The thing is, I have to, well no, we're fine, right? Because we just do this. Stop. 1, 2, 3. Farmland for province. And now we have the farmland seated in the trash, so now we can rogue it back. And be happy to do that. Again, I don't think you're gonna miss. Just the harsh reality. Yeah, we're blowing up this Raze. I can do rogue, bounty copper, rogue farmland to farmland. And then buy, I don't know, library. Seems okay. I guess I can also demand, like a raise or something. Just to try to make sure that I get through stuff a bit better. Or duchy, also potentially reasonable. Like, my idea is if you province, I really want to be able to go for it next turn. So that's indicating to me that I probably want to do it this way. Or potentially you're not provincing. Okay, well, I can double province. I mean, that's not good, right? Maybe it is good? No, it's bad. It's very bad. Is it actually? Because, like, you won't actually have the farmland ability, right? So I can bounty this, rogue back the farmland. Go this to province, buy province. And what can you actually do about this? I just need to hit 6. No farmland in the trash. Can I gain back? I can get back the gold. Seems good. Grab an estate. I mean, I could lose right here, totally. Like, you presumably will have the ability to farmland to gold into province. Which would suck. Oh god, that's totally what's happening, isn't it? Yep. Shoot. No, it's into duchy, thank god. Whew. I mean, see, I'm still pretty far from guaranteed anything. Yeah. So I guess here we're going to exile farmland and buy duchy. Is that actually a good move? I don't think so. Like, a duchy doesn't actually do me anything, right? I guess we can demand something if we exile Farmland. That's probably the best move. Demand a bounty hunter. I mean, my assumption is you're just going to be able to buy province because you're so treasure heavy. Bad assumption, apparently. No good assumption. Oh well. Well, I was unable to overcome the first player blues. Like, I had chances to win at the end. I feel like I played that one better. I mean, you got an extra turn, clearly. Whoops, not ready. Wrong player order. At some point, I mean, it just, it felt like it came down to things. What is the, contract? I was trying to figure out, like, where the plus buy is coming from. This does a buy at 10, right? Yeah, that's a little tough. Okay. Well, contract still looks really, really important, just because it's village, and this is like an otherwise terminal heavy board. So I mean, I guess we're gonna open Silver Exorcist. That sounds probably right. You could also consider, like, Tournament Silver. I feel like, there's also Prince. I feel like you probably have enough play here that, like, you're not so desperate to get, like, everything right away, which would point towards, like, silver tournament. Yeah, let's try doing it this way. I'm not the most confident in it, but I feel like ultimately, like, you can put together, like, torture chains, and if they're just gunning after province stuff with tournament, that's just not really gonna fly. Let's see, contract is always gonna be better than gold. You can also buy Night Watchman to exorcist them at some point. Is totally a thing that's up for grabs. I guess I can also, like, scouting party right here. I think that's actually probably what I'm gonna do. Certainly seems better than putting the Night Watchman in the deck. This is discard 3, right? Yeah. So we get to shuffle there with the Exorcist. Yeah. This makes a lot of sense. Exorcist and a Wisp. I'm sad that the thing last game didn't work out. I felt like, you know, I actually did really well to do that. It was just, I kept missing in the end. That is really not what I wanted to see. I really wanted to discard at least one estate. But we'll see if we live. I mean, I'll probably live. Seems plausible. I may end up doing the Night Watchman thing. Next turn. Depending, I guess, on what I see. Like, if I manage to draw to end next turn, which is possible, I'll hit some number that is totally not helpful. So we're going to Scouting Party, Night Watchman, get Imp. Contract. Torture first. Interesting. I would have thought contract, but either way. I actually have a shot at Province this turn. Which, I mean, I think you do. Trusty Steed looks really, really nice. Princess looks really, really nice, but mostly Trusty Steed looks really, really nice. Heck. Well, never mind on that front. I can go like Scouting Party Tournament. I'm considering that there's actually absolutely nothing down there. I don't really like doing endless scouting parties, but this is like 4 coppers in an estate. Yeah, we're getting there. I'm a little bit concerned that you reach a number that you really like this turn. I'm also concerned that on a torture play, I'd probably just eat a curse. That sounds accurate. I'm going to grab, I think, another silver right here. So I just have to eat a curse. Oh, I don't have to eat any curses. That's amazing. I really like not eating curses. Chomp chomp. Why do I keep hitting the Exorcist with that? It's so annoying. Pretty sure? Yeah. I guess we play Wisp and then potentially we mull the tournament. I feel like you're building the outside stuff a little bit better, maybe. That is the non-prize stuff, which is kind of funny because I was saying at the start of the game how that wasn't necessarily something you needed. But well, I mean, I have Tournament Province in there, right? So probably we just leave that. And I just take, like, a Torturer. I mean, I'm about to have a village. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know if you reach Province this turn. It seems like it's getting towards where you really might. But just eat the curse. I don't want to put more stuff into the discard right here, because I want to potentially get back around to the Province. That. And then we take... Heck. Princess. It's gotta be, right? Gotta be Princess. because I just want contracts. And I think we do go silver to imp. What do you contract? Tournament. Yeah. So this will be like double contract or contract torture. Tools. Maybe. You went through the province, right? So we'll play that first. I can't do anything useful here if I mull this, so actually I'm just going to contract the Wisp and get another contract. I think I want followers. I'm assuming that I get a resign, actually, but in case I don't. Kind of like a prince. Transactions. Let's see, what order should this be in? This should be followers. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's equally first player there. I felt like I did. I'm feeling like I did that one at least well. I'm not going to say I necessarily did it better in that case. This is tough. Well, it's not actually that tough. Like, there's everything you could ever dream of. I mean, there's village, there's draw, there's extra village and extra draw. There's some funny looking attacks. I think this one's actually going to be a little bit more relevant this game, potentially. I'm having a tough time seeing opening really anything other than broker silver. I think at some point you probably do want a Moneylender, just because I feel like it's going to be somewhat valuable to get thin. Not sure how exactly true that is. The other option you have is opening like broker improve and hoping they don't collide. There's not really a 5 that you want. The idea with the improve would be that the improve can turn into, a desirable 4 cost. I mean, it's not the worst thing if they collide. It just means that your broker doesn't really do anything. It just non-terminally trashes an estate. So maybe that's good enough to go that way on things. Yeah. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Of course, it asks for the broker improve 3 coppers hand, but no, this is just fine. Actions, play improve, buy, heck, I don't know. I mean, it's buy workers village gain. Journeyman, actually? I'm thinking like next turn's probably hitting 4 for the Moneylender. Or another broker. I'm just not sure whether I want to do this, like, improve to Moneylender or broker to Journeyman would be the option. Let's be aggressive. Oh, I get like, totally, that's amazing. Workers Village, replace the broker. That was amazing. That was, like, so crazy good. Totally unfair. And this draw is as well. Yeah, this is nuts. Let's see. Coins. Probably ball for Workers Village. Moneylender. Will probably improve to Workers Village at this point. Oh god, these draws are just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Probably Journeyman right now. Let's just keep the good times going. Yeah. Next turns I don't think the most amazing. I guess the one thing that's gonna happen right here is that, I'm not gonna have, like, a good broker target, but let's just keep getting Workers Villages, I think. It's a little bit awkward, actually. But eventually, if the Barbarians do come into play, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Those draws were just unbelievable. I feel like I was ahead enough to take Workers Village, and it's going to force you to take one, so, you know. Or it probably forces you to take this last one. You could try to get it done with Broker Village, but I'm skeptical. The fact that happened as it did is kind of pushing me towards Cutthroat, just because I want the more rapid injection of economy. That I'll otherwise be getting. This would be the improved Workers Village. So this is 7. I don't really want to take it down to... Well, I'm fine taking out a copper here and buying Cutthroat, right? Yeah. Just want to make sure nothing weird happens. Which apparently we're going to have weird things happen anyways. Or at least it's seeming that way. Because this is going to make... This, if I don't find a Journeyman, it's going to be pretty tough to hit 6. It is actually pointing towards probably an improve. Right here. I'm actually kind of low on econ. I mean, I'm definitely feeling a dud coming here. That's mostly what I'm concerned about. There's lots of things that we'd be willing to broker to keep the turn going, though. I'm not sure if I'd be willing to broker a Workers Village. Probably am. I'd definitely broker the Moneylender. I don't have 6 if I do that, right? That'd be awkward. So if we see a workers' village, we definitely broker that. Oh, man, I really wish this turn didn't look like this. I mean, the other possibility is I just draw a copper, and that's that. Like, play the Cutthroat, buy improve, be sad. Tactician, interesting. I'm not sure. I mean, like, that's working towards, like, Barbarian stuff. And you can broker for village. I'm just not. Well, it also means that I'm, like, free reign on the Cutthroats. I don't have to worry about your gold and stuff. Obviously it was time to add economy, but... Okay. Do we broker this workers' village? No, I don't. We're just gonna do it this way. I think the determination was that brokering workers' village didn't make a whole lot of sense, because even if I kept the turn going, I wasn't going to be able to hit a number. No, I would have been able to. Yeah, whatever. We'll concern ourselves with such things later. I may have done a little miscalculation there. Okay, I may have done a lot of a miscalculation there. I'll admit. I think I want to maintain the village space, though. Like, this has got to be Barbarian if you're doing this tactic. Oh, I guess you could also get a second Tactician right here. Yeah. Let's see, do I broker a copper? I'm buying gold. I'm otherwise hitting 8, so yeah. Orb's good. And we're definitely improving something. Probably Moneylender to Journeyman. Yeah. I guess it could also be broker to Journeyman. I don't know how done I am with the Moneylender, actually. How much money do I have next turn? Like, I just put in 6. Of 7, 8, 9, 10. I kind of want to take out neither. I mean, I definitely feel like I need another Journeyman. Just to make sure I keep things going. But just because the past couple turns have been scary. I mean, discard attacks aren't going to affect you. I might have this one wrong. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you're still somewhat limited because of the, but I mean, you need to draw so little also. So it's like you can just slam in the barbarians if you really want. I don't know. I don't think anything's really pileable. Like, I want to start putting in barbarians this turn. But I said I was only hitting 10, right? Well, we can do, improve of the broker. It's a little bit scary just because broker does represent some amount of consistency. But I think I may have been a little bit over-conservative early when I was getting the really amazing draws. Really just when I was just like, constant slamming the workers' villages. I guess I'm also just like a little bit, I don't know, maybe confused if you don't pick up a Cutthroat about how you really intend to produce gains. Like what you'd be taking the Cutthroat for is with the assumption that I'm going to be buying gold, getting more loot, and then you'll get loot too. But I mean, I can also just stop doing that, especially since you're playing double tack, the discard attack is not as meaningful. I mean, I was granting it. Okay. You want to broker something expensive to get more buy, or to get more money. That's what this is. Okay. You mean barbarians, right? That's what you're playing this deck for. You could take like Barbarian Cutthroat. As I say, I mean, I just stopped playing I'd stopped buying the golds. May have acted a little overscared. I don't know. I don't feel like you have enough barbarian plays to like. Yeah. Really do it, but let's see. Moneylender to Barbarian. I mean, I'd assume also. Like, I mean, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. It could get, like, really bad if you start hitting villages at a high rate. Then we'd, I guess, be taking improves and just, like, constantly getting more brokers. I don't know. Broker to Barbarian. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So I'm pretty sure I just want to play this broker, and we're gonna buy gold broker and turn the broker into a barbarian. I can't do that. I'm really scared to chop the workers' village right now. So it is otherwise, like, this is 5, 6, 7, potentially up to 13. If I go to 13, what am I buying? Gold. Yeah, I don't know. So I think I just stop here, actually. I mean, I'd really like to play this broker. Which could also go on orb, potentially. I mean, I want to buy gold. So I could also just buy gold broker. I'm not happy about not getting a barbarian. But the hopes will be that we just kind of are able to maintain another orb. Joy. Broker. I don't know what I would have liked to have more. Do I want to lose this improve? Probably not, given the terminal situation. So we're going to be taking 3 barbarian plays, which is rough. Okay, it was a broker to improve, that's fine. Orb to gold is fine. And Journeyman to duplicate is fine. Okay, so the Journeyman hit probably hurt a little bit, just because it's going to impact my ability to draw this very turn. I can potentially broker this improve for cards, though. Like, I did get another one. Yeah. You can't really fit more stuff in. The main thing you can do is that you can pick up another Barbarian, like, instead of the Moneylender. Which, as I say, like, I feel like it's more likely to just kind of take out these piles than it is to make a huge game impact. Plausibly. Yeah, at some point I need to buy green stuff. Which I'll be, not unthrilled to do. Maybe that's trying to, like, broker a gold for coins just to, even replace it. Right away. Most of the things that barbarians can't be hitting a lot of is village. Like, if I lose 3 villages in a turn, that's really, really bad. Province. And I'm guessing the money... Well, you might keep the Moneylender around another turn. We'll see. I mean, you still have a copper. 1 copper. I guess the other concern is that, like, the barbarians really do that thing where they really take out piles rapidly, and I lose as a result of that. Just like some, I don't know, obscure pile out that can happen. We'll have to be careful. I think that's mostly a be careful kind of thing. A lot of things I'll have improves I won't have options on. Like, if it's a 4, I will have options. And then, of course, a lot of my deck is treasure, so won't do a whole lot anyways. I'm starting to really... I don't know if I'm actually going to be taking Barbarian. I guess, at this point. That's kind of unclear. Okay, that's very unclear. Okay, this is going to be another Barbarian. So yeah, you're just going to try to pound those. And neither of these is more important to name. I'll name gold arbitrarily. I guess I should go for a little bit more information first. I don't know. Cards. Cutthroat. Improve. Duplicate. I mean, I could double province. That's not good sounding. Maybe it is. No, I feel like I want, like, province. I don't know. Double Journeyman. Something. I guess I could also do, like, province broker double duchy. I was actually kind of close to a win this turn. I don't think it does me much good to free the Cutthroat. Yeah, we go province broker duchy. Or province broker double duchy. Province double broker double duchy. I don't know how close that puts me to a loss. The kind of problem is that I can potentially end up seeing like all three improves die, and then you would certainly have enough money plus improve plural. The other thing I can do is like take double Journeyman silver. And then improve a Journeyman to a gold. Man. Still wonder if I had a win. Like if I take 5 broke, like if I can ball for, no, I don't think so. Like I can ball for 2 improves, ball for improve broker, ball for broker, broke, gain it. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Not with the needed points. Maybe I do just take another province and then go like improve to broker. Don't duplicate. Do duplicate, don't duplicate. I lose all the improves. Let's do duplicate. Okay, well, I'm gonna draw. That's the good news. I'd kind of rather have, like, the orb right on top, but these things happen. I'd kind of like to not lose all my golds. But, again, these things happen. Gold is, like, so substantially better than silver here. Just because I have the extra broker power, so my assumption would be that maybe I can still get it done. Basically, this is more harsh because of the 6 to 3 than it is from the 3 to 2. Yeah. That's what it is. Because it is. My assumption is I should not have given you a win. I was actually kind of hoping that something would gain me an improve back. Okay, well, there we go. I would have rather it not been the duplicate, but I think I'll probably live. In fact, I think that puts me in actually perfect position. Like, this should not be able to lose. I don't think. I'm really happy to have that improve. I'm sad to lose duplicate, happy to have the improve. I would have kind of even rather it been village at this point, but as I say, my assumption right now is that I will make it. Basically, I'll get to improve something to duchy, and I think I should be able to buy these things out with enough broker power. Unless you gain a duchy, which would be annoying. We'll see if you do. Either way, I think I'm brokering the orb for cards. I have 3 brokers. Okay, we are gaining a duchy. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm brokering this orb for cards. Anyways. Okay, can we make it? What would making it look like? Making it would look like producing some number of coins that I think I easily produce. It would look like producing 18 coins. Yeah. Because we province, we ball for 2 brokers, ball for 2 improves, improve to broker, we're done. Province, ball, broker, ball, improve, and improve to broker, we're done. Okay. I had really obscene draws at the start. Still, I mean, it took something to convert, but those were real good. It's another page game. This time I'm first player, which makes me happy. Although I guess I'm maybe a little bit... I don't know. Not... This is weird. Like, you really want to hit Captain. I wonder if you, like, open Ranger. I wonder how safe that is. You could also do, like, Page Expedition. I'm not, like, overly thrilled with really any of the options. Maybe we do, like, Page Expedition with the, I don't know, Page Silver, Page Expedition. The idea is, like, I would really like to be playing Captain, like, all the time, like, right away. Which I think is the primary goal here. Like you actually are kind of not actually into almost any of this stuff. You just really want captains early. Is my read on it. And I mean, you do want to be playing with Champion, probably. I don't even know how like important that is. Like, can you really get that wiped out by Warrior? Probably. Presumably, like, Throne Room or Galley's gonna pile, so you probably need the protection. I'm not that convinced by it, right? I mean, you can like Expedition to where you're probably gonna have a Moat every turn. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not so convinced that you really need this page business going. You get Warrior to death, no big deal. You have something, yeah. I'm gonna skip page. Okay. Now that we figured that out, what do we want the opening to be now that we don't need a page? Potentially Ranger. Looks pretty good. Like Ranger Silver. Yeah, let's do it. This will be Expedition. It hits 5. Yeah, that's not the best. Maybe we want Galley instead. Here I'm going to take Expedition. Or another Galley. Potentially. Okay, well this isn't working very well right so far. If I hit 5, that's a market. If I hit 6, that's a captain, obviously. I'm pretty sure I don't play the Ranger here and I just Expedition. I guess we should contemplate. Well, we'll see what happens the next time we hit 5. Whether I feel like I'm in good position to be taking Merchant Guild or not. It's also possible that the page line just makes your build a whole lot cleaner. Wow, I would sure like to not continue to see my Royal Galley without anything. This has been pretty bad. I mean, I guess I'm just trying to line up with Ranger. That's probably not the most amazing outcome ever. It's been fine. I mean, it's been a cantrip. I'm not gonna complain too much. If it draws Captain, then I'll complain. Okay, it didn't do that. Well, bottom decking the Captain is really awful. Like, really, really, really awful. Like, game-losingly bad, even. Shoot, do I even play this Ranger into here? Probably not. I'm probably buying Market or Merchant Guild and just kind of living with it. Ugh. Oh, okay, well, now I'm playing the Ranger. That was so bad. So bad. It's so incredibly awful thing to have happen. These draws have been just icky. I guess it's making up for last game, you can say. I don't think it's like the most likely that the Galley... I mean, this was really the first time that I was really pissed off as having the Captain miss. Because that's just such a big deal. Especially going into this shuffle where otherwise it could potentially be like, you know, a thing that plays Ranger a lot of times. Yeah. The Captain miss was the first time I was really just like, this is going south. Kind of unnecessary too, but ignore that. Especially since you're about to probably line up Captain Ranger, or Throne Captain Ranger right there. That makes it all the more just awful. Or at least I'm assuming that's going to happen. Okay. Where's my Captain here? What the heck? Oh. Yeah, that was a mistake. I didn't realize my Captain gotten discarded before the shuffle. I didn't know how Warrior worked. That's what that was. Like Expedition Throne. Okay, well, we line up Galley with Ranger at long last, which is nice. I really would prefer to be, you know, buying Merchant Guild or whatever, but so it goes. I guess that's a part of the place where the page line actually like does something, is that hero is good to get bank the first time around. That's actually the thing that's making me feel mostly behind, is that I don't actually have a real way to build economy right now unless I hit 5, and I like both need to hit 5 for Captain and hit 5 for Merchant Guild. I feel like you also had something kind of fortunate happen turn, what was it? Oh, 5, where you collided Galley, Ranger, without having played the Ranger first even. And then of course my Captain missed, but so it goes. Bank. Yep. Yeah, so I mean, you're really, really far ahead right now, and it's like partially due to the page line, but it's also partially due to just things have not worked on this side at all. I would really like to draw the silver here. I feel like if I could draw the silver here, I might be back in contention. Just like looking at merchant guilds. Getting a merchant guild. It's a long shot, but... Ugh. basically I haven't been able to do any of the things that my deck wanted to do until like right this moment. One of which was definitely play captain. Like that was definitely something that was on the agenda, was actually play captain. Let's see here. Okay, maybe I take like double page. That's a real actual possibility for things I can do right here that would maybe improve my chances. I'm probably hitting like 9 next turn. Which is actually putting me towards a silver, because that way I can reach 11. Which would be like Captain Merchant Guild. Why'd you play the Galley first? I mean, I assume you had to. That's a dumb question. You played the Galley first because you had to. Yeah, this is not gone well. That's for sure. That's for sure. Or certainly not the way it's supposed to have gone. It was kind of just supposed to be like Captain Throne, and instead it's just turned into super awkward whatever that... The main thing the page line would have done for me is this bank that you have, and I don't... I assume the bank had to be the bottom deck card, because otherwise you really should not have played the, Ranger. I guess the hope there is that you top deck some amount of draw, or I guess you have the captain out, so if you top deck like any draw at all, you still kick. Which the expedition will probably help out with. Anyways. Okay, so this is 11. This is Captain Merchant Guild. It's all very, very basic. Stuff. Hope will be to throw in a Merchant Guild. Somewhat unlikely. Actually, it's not that terribly unlikely, right? That not being played as a throne room, it indicates to me that you missed most draw? No, you got fine. Oh, you can also do this Galley Throne thing. That's disgusting. Where you get to throne a duration card and then, like, get it back out. Yeah, this did not work, but I feel like there were draw things. Again, like, I didn't draw a deck until last turn, and I don't think the page line would have really affected that. The main thing it would have gotten me is like this bank payoff. Kind of the assumption with doing the page skip thing was that basically I was going to get to the state that your deck is in before I got to the state that I would get to this deck state before you did, and that just did not happen. And I mean, part of that's the captain missing. That was just like a huge thing. Is just not seeing the cards early, whereas, I mean, you totally did. Maybe some of that's on me for the kind of lack of expeditions, lack of buying stuff, or maybe too many expeditions. Not exactly sure. But the captain missing was a lot. And it's definitely feeling like this is, well, I mean, at this point, I think the main thing that I'm watching for is for you to gain a merchant guild. And potentially continue to just, like, execute properly. This should be a merchant guild. Like, as long as you don't gain a merchant guild, I think I'm in, like, plausible... I plausibly have the ability to win. Still. So that's really what I'm gonna wait for. Hopefully not waiting too long. Like, your next turn's automatic. You have the Galley throne and you have a throned captain, so you're drawing. No doubts there. There's this really cool spider that's right outside my window. It's like, I don't know, 4 centimeter diameter. That I'm spending this time looking at. Anyways. I guess the other thing you could do to me is, like, just hard empty rangers. That would be potentially a little bit annoying. Just because my deck's probably a little bit less stable in that respect. Okay, lots of throne rooms. Okay, well, play number 1 is throne room. Play number 2 is probably throning this merchant guild. How much money does that even, like, get me? I guess I really want to get back to the captain. So probably we throne ranger. I guess I could also, like, play a page. Yeah. Okay, so here I think I just want to take, like, throne, captain, and potentially actually some copper. Yeah. I don't think the copper's very good, but I guess I'm also, like, set to not actually draw next turn. So that's not good. Maybe we don't take throne captain. Maybe I take, like, captain double moat or something. Captain page moat. I guess I'm in, like, a terrible spot if you empty throne room. Actually, genuinely just lose the game. Even. But we'll worry about that if the time comes. I guess you can't quite do that this turn. And I also don't think it's actually really to your advantage. Mostly what you have on me is just this, like, epic ability to be super consistent. Like, I should be there soon, it's just gonna potentially take too long by a lot. And you also just don't really have the payoff. Like, this is why you so needed a merchant guild last turn, is because there's just nothing that's gonna happen here. It's just basically draw out, hit your, you know, what, 16? No, more than that, 21? Maybe you empty throne room on me, but like the payoff's in a merchant guild. I mean, I'm hitting like 17 this turn. It's not the worst thing ever, assuming I draw all the way, which, you know, we'll see. The other, I guess, thing that's happening is that you are scoring arch points as we go, which is a little frightening. But oh well. The only consistent you have coming in is a throned captain, which is it's a lot of consistency. Not gonna say that that's like, I mean that's totally something. Highlights are not really on the horizon, which makes, or at least on my end, which makes that province a little bit sketchy to me. At least I don't think they are on my end. I really think you want Merchant Guild, man. Like, I'm basically playing this game until you actually start doing, like, the best thing on it, which is Merchant Guild. But if you're happy to take provinces, I'm happy to have you to be taking provinces. Like, I think I can still have some remote chance of beating that. Yeah. Throne Merchant Guild would be the move that I would make. I think. I mean, I could always just not draw here. It's actually not that unlikely. I'm only going to see 4 cards out of here to find like one of 2 rangers, or I guess if there's also captains. Anyways, it's not all over yet. Like, I don't think, like, even if you don't take Emergent Guild, it's going to be hard, but that's, I think, the thing that really would lock me out. So, I don't know. We'll find out. Even so, like, I can be taking provinces this turn, some amount of copper. Possibly like another throne room. I think that's, I don't know where my arch points are coming from right now, but we could figure it out. I think it's like Captain Ranger. So probably like this turn I would take Ranger, Province, some amount of copper. and actually just like go for a win next turn if I manage to draw, which is going to be somewhat likely if I draw this turn. Like I'll have buys. I guess that's not actually that true, because like I'm gonna max out at like 7 buys, which isn't actually gonna give me that many coffers with only 2 Merchant Guild plays. 14 or so. Alright, never mind about that. I mean, I'm still really hoping you just take another province, because I think I can beat that. Not gaining another Merchant Guild last turn was really not good. It would have really paid to have hit 11. Although Captain... Maybe I didn't actually want another Captain last turn. I may have wanted Merchant Guild double Moat. Just because, like, that's the path to getting enough money. Well, I mean, as long as you don't have Merchant Guilds, I'm not that scared. You're only hitting, what, 21? I guess you get another hero, so you can gain 2 banks. Would be the thing that's going to happen. Okay, this wants to go throne. 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 Play this. So we want like, well, we want a ranger, I'm pretty sure. I guess we could also just take Moat for the arch points, actually. It's probably better. Like, Moat. I don't really know whether I want another ranger or not. We'll figure it out. I have like 4 captain plays coming in, which should be sufficient. So maybe go like bank. Moat. Province. Tons of copper. Kind of like that plan. Bank Moat, province 3 coppers. I mean, if you like are able to take 6 provinces, I totally just lose anyways, right? So I guess the question is whether this is more valuable as a bank and 3 coppers or a province and 3 coppers. I think the answer is probably bank 3 coppers. Yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of like assuming I'm drawing everything, which is maybe not the best assumption, but... we'll find out. I guess you can say maybe also just pile this stuff. You have like, what, 8 buys? 9 buys? A lot of buys. I think it's pretty costly though. I mean, the thing is you have the throne, you get to throne hero twice for 2 banks, which is maybe going to let you pile out stuff. A province would not have prevented it, so I guess that's not actually like a real consideration that I needed to take. Right. like the way I prevented this stuff from happening was not. You need to accumulate 13 buys. And I don't know if you can do that from here. I don't think so. Because you can get like 2 off the captain. You're going to have some number of provinces. It might be too much for me to beat. Especially given that I have a somewhat limited number of buys, like 7. Yeah. Which means like if you take 5 provinces, I think I'm still sunk. And I think you're probably going to be able to take 5. I think 5 is the number that you can take. Because I think you hit like 40 with everything. 48, yeah, 6 provinces. No way to beat that. Alright. Well, I can play out my turn. Right, I have 7 buys. I can get, like, a bunch of duchy. I can somehow hope that you, like, super dud and totally miss everything, which is possible. So yeah, let's play it out. I didn't do the thing, but basically we're just going to buy 7 duchies, right? And, okay, that's game. Because from here, yeah, I don't think you can miss. There was a super dud that was at least remotely possible to play for. Yeah, I felt like I actually only ended up like a turn behind, which kind of points towards that, what was it? The captain missing being actually a really essential moment. Okay. Anyways, we're on to a new game. This looks pretty straightforward. Open Bounty Hunter Silver. Get yourself a crew and a village. Go from there. I don't think you want to be taking Crucible over Bounty Hunter. I don't think there's a point in it, anyways. Okay, this will be a crew. This is unfortunate. I would have really liked to have been like Seaway Farming Village or something, but we'll take another silver instead. Actually, the Bounty Hunter missing is really bad. It's good to hit 5, but you'd much rather hit 5 with a Bounty Hunter hitting, which is what's happening over there. I don't think replace is actually in order. I think it's crew all day. Get ourselves another silver. Okay, good to see the crew right away. I don't know whether we're going to Seaway Ironmonger Farming Village. I think definitely Farming Village. No question about that one. probably pick up another farming village. I think this is just basically farming villages until whenever. You're really, really far ahead right now. You got the bounty hunter off first, and basically you have one extra thing exiled to me, and you're possibly going to be able to play your crew again next turn, which is just going to sink me. I almost had a good draw. If I had been able to hit 4, it would have been a lot better than having, you know, this silver, that silver, whatever silver. And of course, hitting 5 again would have been really appreciated as well. Would not have sneezed at that. Your next turn's looking like it might miss the crew, though, which is basically what needs to happen. This is just going to keep gaining farming villages. Well, we'll worry about that when the time comes, right? We'll worry about what happens next later, basically. I guess you could look at a hunting grounds with essentially the assumption that some assumption. I was trying to not think very straight. Basically the assumption that this isn't going to be a good turn, so you basically have this shuffle happening, it's going to be dead, and then you have a good turn happening next turn. Ah, crap, I found the farming village. So this is bad. Especially since I won't get the shuffle trigger, which means I'm like a turn off from that, which I mean, I guess it's just because I haven't bounty hunted. Okay, so next turn I'm going to bounty a copper, and I'm going to hit 6. That sounds right. Which means I can actually gain my hunting grounds next turn. And I should consider something else this turn. A replace is possibly okay to good. Well, it doesn't matter what order I do them in, right? So this is going to be a replace. Yeah, you miss. You'll pick up another farming village. I'm going to be aggressive and do the replace. Less aggressive would be like a farming village, but... it's okay. Still okay. The main thing that can't happen here is dead drawing stuff. Which I guess is what you were looking at too, except you were potentially looking at a little bit less severe version. Oh! Well, don't mind if I hit 9. Dang. So next turn I'm drawing fully. And I'll actually be able to pick up a farming village mid-turn. Which is pointing to me at this actually being a merchant guild. I could actually have some trouble reaching an estate. No, it's fine. So you need to get through. Okay. Let's see. Guess I have to play this farming village first. Crew. This doesn't work how I wanted it to. Actually, I think it's fine. It actually works out perfectly. Fell kind of backwards into this one. We'll just get 3 farming villages. Don't want to be doing without. Don't want to be doing without. Yeah, I didn't really figure out, well, it was actually more an effective farming village skipping over estates, I think, last turn that I didn't really take into account when I was doing took the Merchant Guild. The good news is I didn't see the Merchant Guild anyway, so it didn't matter, but that would have been embarrassing. Be a top deck of farming village, are you? I assume. Maybe you prefer Ironmonger? I'm not sure. Oh, Spider's going after this bug. Bug got away, though. Assuming I manage to draw 3 this turn, I think I'm doing well. It's not so clear that that's going to be a thing that happens. Just because I do only have this one other draw card other than the crew. But we might get a start on other things. Plausibly this turn I'm going to want a hunting grounds. That might end up being the big target, but I don't know that I'm probably okay-ishly likely to hit it. Like, this is mostly copper silver stuff, so it should be okay. I don't know about that. Like, I think this turn was actually fairly exceptional for you. That, play that, pick up another hunting grounds, I'm pretty sure. It'd be maybe a little bit of an overreaction. No, I mean, I have so much stuff I need to get through, and I also want to go like Silver to Merchant Guild and gameplay, right? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I need the draw more than I need the other stuff right now. I'll also have the option of bountying something. I mean, we can also bounty the re-bounty the hunting grounds potentially. If I draw enough without. As you might go hard after like Ironmongers. That would be something to, I guess, possibly. Yeah, okay, so right, you're not drawing here because like you don't actually have that much draw. You'll draw next turn, Sure. But this is like the expected outcome for me, at least from your deck. Duchy? What in the world? So I guess it's going to be like Hunting Grounds Ironmonger? Why are you trashing your hunting? What in the world? Well, that one doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But we'll see. I don't think it's exactly proper to write it off. I mean, it gives you a bounty hunter target or a crucible target. So those are both like not completely valueless things. It's just that like you still don't have enough draw, I don't think. Or at this point possibly you're thin enough that you do. I don't know. No tax here, right? There's replace, but I don't have to react to it. I'm contemplating getting water. Okay, so this is where I could potentially replace silver to Merchant Guild, draw it bounty to Hunting Grounds, and have 10? Would that leave me with 10? I think so. I guess I could also draw out. I have another farming village in there that I kind of like to leave on top. Just because I don't think I'm buying more than this. I think this works. Yeah, 10. Ironmonger. Okay, I'm also realizing right now that I totally messed up that last turn. What should have happened instead was, rather than gain the second Merchant Guild, I should have gained a Graverobber and fished the hunting grounds out of the trash. But I kind of glossed over not only the fact that Graverobber existed on this board, but also the fact that there was a hunting grounds in the trash. Oh well. So I was going to say I was totally guessing that that's what happened in the meantime, but I'm guessing that's actually what's going to happen here. Is there's going to be a replace silver to Graverobber, draw it, top deck the hunting grounds. Would be my assumption. But, I mean, these are the things that happen when you run out of water in your body. Right? You become forgetful. You might be able to take on another crew. I don't know. Getting a lot of replaces, which is kind of worrying me with the whole hunting grounds thing going on. You know? Like, you have a lot more gain potential of estates, at least. Which is kind of pointing me towards I might want another. This is going to be Graverobber. This has got. I guess it could be another replace all. So you could do. So you have like 2 more farming villages. So you could do another replace, then get the Graverobber, then top deck the hunting grounds. But yeah, last turn was a total screw up, not doing that thing that I talked about. You also have managed to draw a lot more than I would have liked. I mean, I guess you had 3 draw cards. Still something a little bit confusing about it, but it's okay. This will replace the other silver. Replace the other silver. No. Crucible. Not to Graverobber? No, it is to Graverobber. Yeah. So yeah, I just botched last turn taking the Merchant Guild over Graverobber. This Merchant Guild stuff may also not really be the best payload for this board, but oh well. That was just forgetting a hunting grounds was in the trash. It's like, I forgot 2 components of it, which is both Graverobber can take stuff out of the trash, and there's a hunting grounds in there. Oh well. Right. We'll try to make this turn better. I would like more replace, I think. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to pull the gains out of. I guess I could like replace hunting grounds, I don't know. I'm going to try to do like 2 or 3 things at once here, which isn't going to work very well. Anyway, you slice it. I guess I can replace the bounty hunter, right? That's not doing me a whole lot these days. We'll go like bounty hunter to replace. silver to Graverobber. Do I have like enough village to do all this? I don't think so. I could also consider trashing a merchant guild. Yeah, like, bounty hunter to replace. Okay, I think this much is clear. Like silver to Graverobber. I only got to play one of the merchant guilds in that case, but I think that's okay. I don't actually want to top deck any of this stuff, do I? I think I feel out of order. Anyways. I think we need to play with Graverobber. I don't actually particularly want any of this stuff, so my move is potentially like play 2 merchant guilds still. And basically just take 2 Ironmongers. I don't think that puts me in position to lose. I'm not sure I'm exactly in winning position either, though. I mean, I got distracted by needing to drink. That was really just crucial last turn, taking the merchant guild over the Graverobber. That was just really dumb. Forgetful, whatever you want to call it. I could probably take copper, like 1. I don't think that's particularly good. Anyways, we'll leave it at this. I'm still kind of concerned about drawing. Okay, I'm very concerned about drawing. I mean, I think still having like an accumulation of money is a good thing. Just because, like, you want to be able to buy stuff to pile out when you have all these buys. It just might not be the most valuable thing. And somehow I'm going to dud here. I can just feel it. I know I'm going to dud. That's how these things work. Like every time without fail. Always dudding. The other thing we can do is we can replace the merchant guilds. Like, that's an actual option we have just because we do have the 5 buys. And the merchant guilds do represent, like, used up terminal space. So, like, plausibly next turn, assuming that I'm not about to lose right here, we could look at something like replace the merchant guild, replace the merchant guild, replace, etc. And try to go that way. Like, I don't think you could win right here. I may be, I don't know, off on that front. But we'll see. I mean, I'm guessing hunting grounds get trashed into provinces. what I'm actually more looking at next turn is I think like trash the hunting grounds into Ironmongers and win estates wise. My main problem with that is still do I have enough draw otherwise? I'm not sure if the answer is yes or no. It will be something that's potentially available, though. And we'll find out how available, or also if I'm just losing right here, which does seem like a really distinct possibility. But it might take a while to find out. Like, can you do estates Ironmongers? Maybe. You have played one of the hunting grounds, year 2. So, I don't know. If this is 3 estates, I assume I'm losing. Although you're also a little bit more village limited in that situation. And I mean, you also just don't have very much money. I guess the chances of me being able to hit like 9 or 16 are pretty slim also. Oh, okay, we're going provinces. All right. Well, this is gonna make things harder on my end. Assuming I don't dud, which I'm still completely convinced is what's going to happen here. It's been long enough that I'm basically certain to dud. Just being honest. See, if you had replaced that into an action card, we wouldn't be having this problem. You might actually deal another curse, although you don't have the Graverobber to make it up, so I don't know that that's actually what's going to happen. The curse might actually be helpful. I got rid of my bounty hunter, right. Well, I can potentially regain it, although I think the Graverobber is going to have to be used for something else in this situation where I'm winning. Whether it's gain Crucible or gain back a hunting grounds or what exactly. Hunting grounds to hunting grounds? Okay, you're scoring a lot. Maybe we can do duchies. And Ironmongers? I doubt it. Maybe we can do curses. There's a thought. Duchies and curses? I think I can possibly do duchies and curses. Let's figure this one out. Just knowing that the curses aren't actually going to score anything. Yeah, I think I might be able to do duchies and curses. I can replace the potentially 2 hunting grounds. Graverobber, another. Yeah. Duchy, 25 points, 15. So emptying duchies would be 15 points. Gets me to 20. No, that doesn't quite get there, does it? Estates and curses? Well, let's make sure I don't dud first. Okay, that was totally predictable. Yeah. Did I mention how that was predictable? Maybe we just Graverobber Merchant Guild to province and call it a day. So predictable. Right. buy anything. Crucible, maybe. I could actually go up and buy a hunting grounds. That doesn't seem like the worst idea ever. Although crew's kind of equivalent. Oh my god. How does this crap always happen to me? So predictable. Do I want a silver? I mean, I basically have to hope that you dud next turn, which should be possible, but I'm sure isn't going to happen. I actually did genuinely have a chance at a win this turn. But look at me. Do I want another hunting grounds? Probably. Let's do it. I'm kind of like fatalistic at this point about my chances of actually winning this game. That amount is yeah. See how other people like don't top deck no villages? That is like totally not a thing that happens to other people. That was so predictable. Just such a predictable dud, when I thought I actually had a decent shot at winning the game right there. Yeah. And now presumably I just lose, because you'll be able to do basically exactly the win that I wanted. Or, if you can't do the win that I wanted, score enough that I'm just dead in the water again. Such a predictable dud. And yeah, like, I'm pretty sure I would have been able to go, it would have been tight on the buys, but I think I plausibly could have been doing... I think there's no way I had enough buys. If I ditch a merchant guild. So I would have had to go, like, hunting grounds to province, gain 3 estates, hunting grounds to province... Yeah, I think I would have had it. Oh, wow. It's so bad. I just don't understand how these things happen. I mean, this is going to end up being really tough from here. I'm going to have to replace 2 hunting grounds into provinces. That part seems clear as day. I might need a dud from you, which, I mean, it should be possible. Look, it happened to me. We have fairly equivalent decks. Right? Right? Like, that Merchant Guild being one of these other payload cards would not have done really anything. I mean, there's totally enough points to win still. It's just... getting increasingly difficult. Sometime you got another Graverobber. Maybe you can, like, go Crucible hunting grounds and, I don't know, maybe win that way. I just really wish I didn't dud in situations like that, because it ticks me off. Like, I don't think I did anything that deserved that to happen. And it was so predictable, too. Like, I totally called it. You heard it. Okay, so that's going to be 27 points left there. There's going to be way less than that, isn't there? Yeah, you're just going to province again. Okay, so we're going to play like you can still totally dud out, because you can. I know for a fact you can. I mean, look at what happened to me. The assumption will have to be that you can't buy province. I probably want to go. Well, I don't want to ditch my. Yeah, so we're gonna go. Curse to Estate. We'll play the Merchant Guild. Hunting Grounds, gain Duchy to Province. Graverobber back a Hunting Grounds. Buy Duchy. I guess we could also buy like 2 Ironmongers. Like I'm trying to think like if you full dud and you can't do anything, which is possible. What is the way that I can score enough points? And I'm pretty sure it's going to be Ironmongers. Okay, I full dud instead. I mean, you could still do 2 turns in a row, right? You're not gonna. Look at that. That is just... I don't even know how such things happen. Like, how do I dud right there? I think it would have been hard to win, but I think it would have been potentially possible, and it's just... I don't know why that stuff happens to me. Alright. Last game. No buys. The main thing you can do to potentially produce more points is werewolf attacks, which is rough. I think we're gonna start Maroon Grotto. I don't even know if, like, I'm not sure that Grotto is actually that valuable here, just because you kind of want everything to work towards, getting those provinces. Well, I think the Maroon's clear. I'm not sure what the other things should be. Potentially, like, Sage. I'm looking at... Or Scheme. I'm just not that into Grotto, just because I feel like, there's so little on this board that works for you. And you can get to consistent provinces so fast. You definitely want to play with Soothsayer. Oh, maybe Grotto. I don't know. It's a tough game. Man, why did I dud like that? I don't know that I could have won, but shoot. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and take the Grotto. We'll maybe regret it. Don't draw it dead. Okay, this is good. So we're gonna get the Grotto thing set up really fast here, which is nice. You're gonna get an extra buy of stuff, I guess. Maybe. I mean, hopefully you drew the Grotto dead in there, but I'm not going to be that hopeful. I'm not sure whether I'm taking... I think I take, like, Soothsayer first, because we can Mule the Maroon. In the meantime, like, over Fortress. And I think we want to start getting those in sooner rather than later. That is the curses. Yeah, I could have only set aside 2 coppers. And bought another Grotto. No, I would have been able to set aside 1. I hit here. I drew 2 estates. I guess that means I hit 3. Which maybe could have been like silver instead. I don't think so. I don't think that's valuable. I could have gotten a scheme. Oh boy, that doesn't do anything. I could have gotten a sage. That's like actually straight counterproductive. I also wonder about holding estates. Okay, so I want to hit 5. That's 2 coppers. So I go like that. We should be hitting 5. This turn I want to hit 4. Because I need the oh gosh, I'm gonna kind of lose it, aren't I? Because I need the fortress. Okay, well this ended up working out alright, so that's good. I didn't die quite yet. I guess the main problem is that like once you start not putting as much into the grottos, you kind of start to lose it a little bit. Where like I'll set aside 4 right here because I kind of have to. Maybe I mule this and take another maroon. No, I don't have the terminals right. I could also mule this and take another fortress. Or I can take a scheme, just put fortress on top every turn. That seems alright also. I don't know if I want to start provincing or not. Kind of wanted another fortress. But it's like, if I do add another fortress, what am I really doing with it? Not much of anything, right? The other scary thing is that I have eaten all my estates, whereas you still have 2. So I'm a little bit concerned that if we get into like a province game, I can't really manage unless I start early. Which is definitely pushing me towards the start provincing as soon as possible, like right now. Move. It's like this could possibly be another fortress. I really think maybe I should have only set aside 3 last turn. And got another fortress, like fortress, then werewolf, then start provincing. Hard to say. Everything's just a little bit scary. Okay, you get another maroon, which means I think you are trying to take out estates. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4. We can also just like start provincing, right? Like that's totally a thing I can do. And I mean, I'm gonna have golds. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know that I'll be able to take out the curses very well, but we'll have gold. And if I miss, I can pick up Hunting Party, right? The main thing I really maybe a little bit scared of is missing Grotto. Okay, actually I'm a lot scared of missing Grotto, because once that happens, you're just toast. And even like this turn, I guess I am guaranteed to see it, but like next turn, I don't know. So my assumption would be that you try to play this a little bit longer and get like a fortress right here. Probably play Soothsayer. Yeah. Buy fortress, yep. But I think I'm actually just going to keep buying provinces and hope for the best. We are going to scheme... Oh, I can actually prevent this calamity from happening if I scheme grottos. So that is something that I am totally going to do. Maybe a turn early to be going that conservative on it, but I'd really rather not find out the hard way. Good news is curses are out after next turn, which is actually good news because I'm kind of unable to trash them regularly. You actually haven't taken out all your estates, which I don't think makes a whole lot of sense from here, just because of like what the game looks like. Like, I kind of only need to take one more province, right? Like, I mean, more than that, but... Like, even if I miss a grotto, I'm still fairly likely to be able to at least duchy, which keeps up with you just fine. Is the idea anyways. And I can scheme Grotto back to the top, or Maroon, or whatever. So, well, assuming nothing terrible happens, this will end up being 3-3, which is pretty okay. Yeah. Let's see. I got good draws in the one. I think the one that the two losses, the one that was the captain's, that one was not like that disappointing. The other two, the first one especially was disappointing because I feel like I did like more there and I just kind of got beat by a potentially even an FPA and really just not being able to draw out at the end. The one before this, I'm not sure that I would have won had the one dud not happened. But it did, and that was disappointing. The captain one, I of course would have liked to see what happened if my captain didn't miss, but I mean the page line, I mean it did something, right? It got the banks. And then the one win with the Journeyman, I think I got like obscenely good early draws on. The other two, like this one, I think were just kind of solid wins. So, well, it's better than I have been doing, and we'll see you all.